Justin Trudeau has made several big gestures of reconciliation to Indigenous peoples, like apologizing for past wrongs.
We are sorry for not apologizing sooner.
And pledging to turn the building across from Parliament Hill into an Indigenous space. A statutory holiday to recognize the harm caused by residential schools would be the latest.
They were horrific. The term cultural genocide is entirely appropriate.
Rai Moran worked for the Truth and Reconciliation Commission that spent 6 years studying the brutal legacy of residential schools. A statutory holiday was one of their 94 recommendations. Moran says it should be a day for reflection.
We cannot let ourselves off the hook for what we have done in the past. We do not escape our past.
But what would ensure that people actually spent the day off reflecting and not just relaxing?
It tells Canadians to learn about the impacts of the residential schools on First Nations people.
National Chief Perry Bellegarde says ultimately it's up to Canadians to decide how they spend the day.
To ensure that Canadians really get this, they'll have to embark that amongst themselves, in their heart, mind, and spirit, because education and awareness leads to understanding, will lead to action.
Beyond the gestures, though, what about the day-to-day challenges facing many Indigenous peoples?
The lives of many Indigenous peoples in this country are actually not getting better. In some regards, they're getting worse. Like we've got some very serious challenges that we need to address.
From clean drinking water to Indigenous children being removed by child welfare services, they are issues Justin Trudeau's government says it is working on. But progress can't come quickly enough for those whose lives depend on that change. Catherine Cullen, CBC News, Ottawa.